So let's start with the fascinating story of a poor woodcutter and a Dave, and how they became like a friend. How was their connection? Let's learn about it in the story. Now,
A very fresh morning to all. Today I am standing over here to narrate one story. So first I will tell you the situation or the condition of this story. Then I will start my story.
my story is about a poor woodcutter. There was a woodcutter who was very poor, and he survived his life by cutting the trees. But
So hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are fantastic. So today I am going to tell one story about honesty. So once upon a time there was a place in which lived poor woodcutter.
the story about the poor woodcutter. He survived his life with the cutting trees and with the help of axe.
But now this story started with a poor woodcutter who was following his routine of just cutting a small stake of woods, different types of them, and selling them in market in lower wages. And he was really poor and not happy with his life. He was cutting, and then one day he was cutting the woods and with the grasses. He was on the tree and cutting the woods. But then there was a nearby river passing by, but his axe fell down in that river, and this was not good for him. He was just crying with his hands on his head. He was really sad. But a day appeared. He was like that, I'm really happy to see you. What can I do for you? He said, then I've lost my axe. It's not good for me. I can't do anything now. I don't have enough money to buy one. He said, then okay, now I'll give you a golden axe. He made a golden axe, and then he gave to the woodcutter. He said, that what can I do from this axe? It's not useful for me. I don't want gold axe. I want my own axe. Then he just appeared again. He said that, okay, you can have one silver axe. But he said that, no, I don't want a silver axe. I just want my axe. The Dave was really impressed by his behavior, that he is not that greedy and he was really selfless for money. He was not striving for money, but he thought that, is it right that he can be cunning too? But he just removed his all thoughts and just dived in the river and got his own axe. He accepted it. And after that, this story teaches us that what is morality of being ungreedy, being selfless, and being the type of person who is honest with his or her work. Because if we are not honest with our work, and if we took that gold axe, it was actually a trick of Dave. He was just testing his moralities. He was testing his honesties. He could have taken that old axe instead of that old axe. He could have taken a silver axe. He could have taken a golden axe. Do you know what happened? Let me rewind it. So, in the end of the story, it didn't happen that he took only his axe. He took the both axe, which are of silver and gold, because the Dev was really happy with his moralities. The thing is that more you work with honesty without looking at the time, more you work with the dedication, more you get from the people. This is the philosophy of life. Thank you.
So this situation is that there is one woodcutter whose financial condition is not good. And let's start the story now. That once upon a time there was one woodcutter who used to cut woods. So one day he went near a river. It was a scorching sun and a hot day. Because of the hot day, his hands were sweating. So his axe slipped from his hands and it went inside the river. And he was very worried. He was thinking, what should I do now? How will I earn money? How will I cut the woods? And he started praying for the goddess. And after some time, the goddess came out from the river and said, what happened to you, my son? Why are you so worried? So he narrated all the situation and how the egg slipped from his hands. So goddess said, don't worry, my son, I will return your eggs. And when she dived inside the river and came out and gave him a silver egg, she asked, is it yours? But woodcutter denied. He said, no, it is not mine. I can't cut with a silver axe. I want my axe, which is normal. It is not made with silver. So goddess again dived and took out one golden axe. She again asked the same question, is it yours? But the woodcutter again denied. It is not mine. I can't cut with a golden axe. I want my eggs which is not made up of gold. So a goddess was very impressed with the woodcutter, and in third turn she brought out all three axes, one of silver, one of golden, and one was normal, which was his. And she again asked, "Which one is yours?" At that time, he said, "Yes, that normal one, which is not made up with silver or gold. That one is mine. Please return it, my goddess." So she was again very impressed with the woodcutter and his faithfulness and his honesty. So she donated all three axes to him. So the moral of the story is that woodcutter could choose his silver or the golden one, but he didn't choose. He chose the which one he needed, not which one in behind he was greedy about. So we should always be faithful and honest. And when you will be honest, automatically you will get chances in your life. And when you will start being greedy, you will lost all your things. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
There was a woodcutter who was very poor, and he survived his life by cutting the trees. But one day he was passing through the river, and accidentally his axe slipped into the river, and the river water was very deep. So and he didn't know how to swim. Now he was upset, that how to take out my axe. But and he started asking for help from God. Then God heard to him, and they came by changing their form in a human form. They came and asked what happened to you. Then woodcutter told all the incident to the God. Then God said, "I will solve your problem." And he dived into the river and brought a gold axe for him. But after seeing the gold axe, he denied that this is the gold axe, and my axe was of iron axe. Then what will I do of gold axe? So he denied. Then second time, God offered him a silver axe, but again he denied. In the last, and he said, "I want only my axe." Then God said, "I am very pleased after seeing your honesty, and I was only checking your honesty, and you have passed your exam, because I was checking your honesty, and you are very much honest. So now I want to offer you now I want to offer you all the axes." And God gave him a silver, gold, and iron axe for him, and said, "This is your reward." So the moral of the story, that if you will work with honesty, then you will get.
So once upon a time, there was a village in which lived one woodcutter. He has no money and no job, but he is very honest. He fills his stomach by cutting wood. So one day he was cutting wood on the bank of the river, but suddenly, while cutting wood, his axe slipped into the river. Because of this, woodcutter started crying, because he has only one axe. And he started to pray God. Then after some time, God came into the river. Then God said to woodcutter that, "Hey man, why are you crying? What happened?" Woodcutter said to God, "God, I am a woodcutter, but suddenly, while cutting wood, my axe slipped onto the river. But I have only one axe. Now how will I fill my uh, feed my family?" Then God said to him, "Don't worry, son. I will found your eggs from the river right now." After saying this, God keep dip into the river, and after some time, God bought an axe and said to woodcutter, son, take it your axe. Woodcutter said to saw to axe, this axe is made of gold. Then Woodcutter said to God, no what, this is not my axe. Then again God keep dip into the river and bought one axe. And again God said to Woodcutter, uh, uh, take it your axe. Uh, Take it your axe. Then woodcutter saw that the axe is made of silver. Then woodcutter said to God, no God, I cannot take it because this is not my axe. This is made of silver, but my axe is made of iron. Then God again keep dip into the river and bought an axe and said to woodcutter, son, take it your axe. After seeing this, woodcutter got very shocked, and because that is has X. Then woodcutter said to God, "Thank you, God. Now I will be able to fill my family, and I will be able to cut goods." And after seeing this, woodcutter started left from the bank of the river, but God said to him, you are very honest that because of this I got very impressed for you, so I gift these two axes for you. After listening this, woodpecker got very happy and left. So the moral of the story, we should never be greedy and we should live.
The story about the poor woodcutter. He survived his life with the cutting trees and with the help of axe. One day he was thirsty and he went for fulfill the thirstiness. He went towards the river, and his axe slipped into the river, and he was searching his axe into the river, but he was unable to find his ex. The person came there, and he asked to him what happened, and he told, my ex slipped into this river, and I wanted this because without that I can't survive my life. So he offered another X to him. He offered a gold X, but he denied that X. He offered another X like silver and many other X's, but he denied to all. He wanted his own X. So that person told him, why do you not want this X? You can survive your life with this X. But he denied to all because he don't want any other ex. He was saying that I can use only my ex, and the work will be done with my ex only. So that's why I want my ex. And the that person told everything about to him, that I wanted to test you, and I heard about your honesty, and you passed this exam, you passed this test. So now you can ask what you want. I will give you all of things what you want. So he told, I want only my ex, and I want my ex never lost because it is my life. So the person doubly admired him, and he gave a lot of jewels and all access to him. So the moral of the story is honesty is the best